Yo! Alright, we're live. Boys, welcome to the live stream. GM, Note, how's it going? Okay, today, Blackrock reveals a bold plan for 2026 despite economic conditions. If you are investing in crypto or in the stock market, pay attention. Before we dive right in, let's look at how the markets are doing right now. BTC currently at 92,287, ETH at 3,172, Sol at 139, XRP at $2, BNB at 902, Dogecoin at 14 cents, Cardano at 44 cents, Hype is at $33, still declining. Chainlink, leverage ETH, that's at $14.25. CMC, Fear and Greed Index still puts us at 25. We're still in fear territory. And the previous 2 weeks has been actually the longest been in extreme fear territory year to date. Longer than the April tariff situations. The longer the fear, I think the bigger the bounce is going to be. But then again, we have so many uncertainties going on in the market with the Japan story and also the US economy situation. Yesterday was very surprising. Unemployment claims came lower at 191,000 despite ADP non-farm negative 32,000. So naturally, if you have negative figures for ADP non-farm employment, there should be more people claiming benefits from unemployment. But remember, we don't have the full picture yet. The feds are still asking for more data, more data, more data. Very mixed signals going on right now in the market. And until that clears up, still a bit confusing. Let's see. Boys, yo, Sukdev, Dixie's here too, Delirium, The Note. Yo, join Discord if you haven't already. Last night when we were covering the live stream, we were trading New York session and it was insane. You can watch it. Oh, the the dopamine you get from doing a big short in New York session is much more than taking reversals in Asia session. But also at the same time, it's like your blood pressure rises. So congratulations to the giveaway for Note, J2, Cameron, Randall J. If you're still here, we don't know who you are in Discord, so let me know here in chat if you're watching. Drop me or Addy and we'll give you the giveaway for USDT. I win, you win. Plain and simple. Okay, we're gonna get everything set up and it's gonna be fun. Might even do 100x leverage. We are entertaining one of you guys' idea for that. Just start off the stream with 100x leverage, YOLO, whatever, get liquidated. Alex Skin, what's up? I remember I see that name before. Okay, so today will be core price index. This is gonna be a big one. Anything above 0.2% can lower the odds for the rate cut to be happening, and that can put some strain on the market because still, you know, even till now, it's pretty undecided what the feds want to do in terms of interest rates. Labor market in terms of services sector looks strong, but jobless claims surprisingly low, but job openings not that much, especially for small businesses. Manufacturing sector has been contracting. So you see there's so many conflicting data, and feds are scratching their head. What do we do? What do we do? Okay. One last look into what have been popping off today. Zcash up 10.7%. I want to see how they're doing right now. Zcash going back to the 400 range. It has been bouncing pretty well actually. Yeah, corrected 50% of this. This is actually a newer low. Now acceptance above 50%, rejection, now climb, soar. I think seek to find some balance here, and then If it breaks out again, it'll seek to find some balance back towards 460. Otherwise, bounce here, then this would be the market range for Zcash. Top 100 to 200. Oh my lord, Terra Luna Classic. I still hold this. I still hold this. Ooh, look at that, Terra Luna Classic. What is this pump? But in the grand scheme of things, doesn't make much of a difference. Oh, actually, slightly. Yeah, I kind of want to see something like this for Terra Luna Classic. But that's a pretty good weekly volume. It's a pretty big body. Can it sustain itself? What's going on with Terra Luna Classic? Are there any news? Why are they buying this? I don't know. Let's see. 200 to 300. Nothing much. River, I don't know what that is. 300 to 400 in market cap. Prime, this one is taking off. What is this? Prime, Echelon Prime. Ooh. Oh, also these revival pumps. Question is, can it sustain itself? The one that kind of did, but it's kind of short-lived, is ICP. J2 here called ICP. It went to $9, and now it's slumping. So usually when you see prices pump like that for even for Terra Luna Classic, can it continue or at least base case range at the level where they pump to? Find some sort of a balance there. Decide if it's a price that is agreed upon between buyers and sellers. But usually if there's no demand, more further demand from buyers, this happens, right? So just continuation of a sell-off, no one's buying. 9 out of 10 times that happens, especially for alts that are way down in the ranking for market cap. USTC also pumping, I guess, as a result of Terra Luna Classic. Tyco, I know this. Ooh, pretty big bounce. What is that? From 19 cents to 23 cents, but still all-time low. Airdrop, take profit. Oh my lord, look at that market cap, 46 mil. There are meme coins out there that are bigger than Tyco. Okay, quickly go through this. Let's see what else. Nothing much. 600 to 700. Boba. I think this is like an old coin, right? Boba Network. I remember Michael talked about this way back. Boba, they're making a comeback. 700 to 800. XNY, 77% gain. What is this? Kodata. 17 mil market cap. Doesn't say what it is. Okay. Alright, go through a bit more. 800 to 900. Ooh, shadow token. What is this? Is this the one in the Cosmos network? No, it's not. Solana ecosystem. Okay. Alright, ranking the last 1,000 market cap. Oh, nobody. Slumping. Oh, Lord. Rugged. That's half of the market cap gone. Half of the market gone. Half of the market cap gone. 24 hours. Look at that. Yeah. That's one player. Market cap for nobody's at 9.6 mil. This is a hot meme coin, but no, it got rugged now. Correcting 50% of that. Okay, let's get with the program. We have a lot of people in chat. What's up, guys? Okay, so the story is this. Morning Minute. Blackrock goes risk on for 2026. The investment giant is pointing to AI and digital assets like stablecoins as big forces driving change and growth in the economy. So, just yesterday, they have released their global outlook for 2026. We're coming towards the end of the year. Usually big institutions, research firms, investment banks, all of the big players, usually they would post or publish some form of report on what they're going to expect in the next year. And this is a very good opportunity for you guys to read up on what they are thinking. Okay, best to do it before Christmas because you don't want to be spending your time going in the corner reading a book. I know some of you got I know Project Matrix know what I'm talking about, but like, hey, work is work, right? But like, yeah, spend some time with your family, your friends in Christmas. But if you have free time and you really want to read up on what's going on in the market, not just the crypto market, but the macro market, they're publishing reports of what they're expecting in the year. So BlackRock is doing one for 2026. Okay, we'll go into this one a bit, but this would be a great research opportunity. So previously, I used to rely on Mizari's crypto thesis for 2025, 2024, all the way back to 2021. This was a hot thing. I think they're the ones who kickstarted crypto thesis, well, at least in this industry. Read up on that one. Nansen also, if you have some subscription for Nansen Research, they also publish 2026 expectation. Some of them are funny as fuck because yesterday, look at this headline. TIA, the best long-term bet on a sleeping giant? Justifying high prices for TIA. And what is TIA's price right now? It's making me cry. It's making me cry. 62 cents. When they published the article, it was at $5, right? Wait. Yeah, January 31, 2025. I think there was still some form of hope for TIA at that time. $5.30 because it's holding these lows here. But the moment they published the article, gone. Towards the end of the January, gone. Slumped from $4 to $3. Tried to retest it, got rejected at $4.50, and on and on and on we go. Amen. Amen. Okay. All right, going to the global outlook for BlackRock here. All right, remember these names too. They'll pop up on CT, and you know that they're going to be representing BlackRock. Any stance they make, they represent on BlackRock's interests. So, global outlook culmination of the debate and discussion informs their macro framing. You need anything to know about macro, read this one. Okay. What has become clear this year, our mega forces framework launched a few years ago is a critical way of understanding these drivers of economic transformation and the investment opportunities they create. Okay. Okay, here's the executive summary. So, global economy and financial markets are being transformed by megaforces, especially AI. Technology is becoming capital intensive, and the AI build-out could be unprecedented in both speed and scale. Remember, the the Magnificent Seven, right? They're still competing against each other, but also remember at the same time, they're each other's biggest investors and consumers. 40% of the sales between all of those companies are with each other. They're circle jerking. But I think the end game is for one of them to be the product. I was trying to look for this here, ranking. In terms of the meta for AI, you have many different companies making different types of models. But I think in the end game, it'll be one centralized player. It'll be one monopoly. This is one of those natural monopolies that governments are looking to regulate. It's much easier that way and less and much more efficient in terms of producing at a socially optimal level. Okay, so I don't know how long that's going to be, but you're witnessing the merge of that, and they're hinting that in the global outlook for BlackRock, right? It's still unprecedented, and they're looking for that, but still way down the line. With a few mega forces driving markets, it is hard to avoid making a big call on their direction, and as such, there is no neutral stance, not even exposure to broad indexes. We remain pro-risk and see the AI theme still the main driver of US equities. Hey, this line right here tells you, yeah, the narrative of the AI bubble. Is it gonna pop? Well, you can watch the full video of Box Mining. Talks about the AI bubble. Yeah, we are in an AI bubble, but what are you gonna do about it? Profit from the AI bubble. Watch this one. Michael tells you exactly what he thinks about the AI bubble. But here's what I think about the AI bubble. It is a bubble, but they're not gonna let it burst. Okay, the point that the AI bubble will burst is if demand slows down. But for the time being, these demands are inflated because 40% of the sales of Nvidia are from the other business partners like Apple, OpenAI, Google, Anthropic, Amazon, DeepSeek. Okay, large bulk of the purchases are coming from these guys, and if they stop buying, then yeah, the AI bubble would burst. TLDR, just to oversimplify it. Yet this environment is ripe for active investing, picking winners and losers from among the builders now and later as AI gains start to spread in our view. This is true, yeah, because we are focusing, or at least the US, Donald Trump is focusing on lowering interest rates all the way to 2%, even 1.5%. The talks of a new Fed chair, what's his name again? Hessent? What's his name? What's his name? Scott. Wait. It's in the Fed chair. Get out the way. No, I don't want to look at that. Okay. Hessent, right? What's his name? Who Donald Trump's favorite pick right now? What? Oh, right. We can always just go to Polymarket. Oh, speaking of Polymarket, by the way, big competitor. I don't know if they're partners, but Kalshi, right? This is also very talked about prediction market on CT. Recently, they are in an official partnership with CNN. CNN, surprisingly, picked Kalshi to become their official prediction partner. Okay, where's the thingy-majig? Fed chair. Who? Yeah, Kevin Hassett. Yeah. Okay. If Trump picks Kevin Hassett, he'll. The joke is like, okay, let's just cut aggressively all the way to 2%. Of course, the markets will pump, but that will have repercussion, given the fact that U.S. is nearly 38 trillion in debt. So for every dollar you earn, you owe 122%. What kind of business model is that? But that's the US. That's the dilemma of the US. They are a superpower, and they're in a position to do so, to keep printing more money. 38 trillion. Oh my lord. So this is also one of those narratives. So it's clear, right? Like the past few years, we were in an environment of interest rates being held higher for longer. Yet tech stocks, crypto making new all-time highs. I think it's going to be even more, the pump is going to be even more insane when environments kick in for interest rates to lower, right? Borrowing cost becomes less, incentivizes more investing, more. And if you've seen Benjamin Cohen's newest video, where he talks about the Bitcoin dominance, he says the same thing too. Till this point, this video, he says, we still haven't experienced the true euphoria yet that we've seen in 2019 and all the way back. He said social metrics also show that new retails are not coming in. We're still in the cooling area. We're still blue. Okay? So the pump that we've seen to 126K is not the real euphoria yet, just based on Bitcoin dominance and the correlation with Feds ending QT and then injecting liquidity subsequently. So moving forward, it's clear that it is an active investment environment. The problem is, and it's not up to us, it's up to the government, is how are they going to deal with the debt issue? For every dollar you earn, you owe 122%. It's a concerning situation, but as long as the US is in power, in my personal opinion, they're just gonna keep doing it. Okay, it's a pretty long read, but here are some very interesting take from Blackrock. Going down. Here. Going global. Okay, big calls. Their highest conviction views, 6 to 12 months and over 5-year horizon starting now. Still favor AI. Still see AI themes supported by strong earnings, resilient profit margins, and healthy balance sheets at large listed tech companies. Continued Fed easing into 2026 and reduced policy uncertainty underpin our overweight to US equities. So 2026 can continue to see new all-time highs for NASDAQ. I don't know. But here's the most surprising one, and here's the story that I have been repeating for the past month. Look at this. We like Japanese equities on strong nominal growth and corporate governance reforms. Out of all times, they're now expressing public opinion on Japanese equities. They're going to be putting more money into the Nikkei index. As we've seen last night, the Nikkei was still plowing. Yes? The Nikkei index still, not this one. I go to the, wait. I want to see, yeah. Still going strong, insanely strong, and much of these money come from foreign investors such as Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett has been positioning in the Japanese markets for 2 years now, and Blackrock is following suit. They're recognizing that Japan will want to normalize their policies to raise interest rates because the yields for the 10-year bond is super unsustainable. Oh Lord, every time I click into this chart, it just keeps going up and up. Look at that, 1.947%. I'm not going to be surprised it will go up to 2%, and if it does go up to 2%, the Japanese government will have to intervene. It might even be an emergency rate hike. I think they're not going to wait until December 19. They're just going to say, hey, ooh, dude, that's gonna be a scary scenario, no? Like, imagine in emergency rate hike, then the forced selling, the carry trade unwinding will be so sudden. There's no time for the markets to price in that move. It's gonna be August 2024 all over again. I don't know, but food for thought. Yes? Okay, so we've established that yes, BlackRock favoring AI like Japanese equities. Evolving diversifiers, we suggest looking for a plan B portfolio hedge as long-dated U.S. Treasuries no longer provide portfolio ballast. And to mine potential sentiment shifts, we like gold as a tactical play with idiosyncratic drivers, but don't see it as a long-term portfolio hedge. Bullshit! It is a long-term portfolio hedge unless outer space mining becomes a real thing. But look, yes, I've said this in the macro, that they've been buying up gold. All right, iShares Physical Metals issues 585,000 gold ETC securities for a price of $80.87. They're preparing for the next hedge, possibly against the Japanese story, but also moving forward in 2026. Yeah. Now, in terms of crypto, how will this relate to crypto? I think for them, they're just eyeing more closely for stable coins. They want to be the facilitator rather than holding tokens. Remember, the BTC that they have is for the clients. It's not their own. It's based on authorized participants. If you look at they themselves in their own wallets, we don't know if they hold Bitcoin or not for themselves. Yes? But if they do say, hey, we're going to buy Bitcoin for ourselves, because we believe that this is the hedge against inflation, then that's when you'll see the God green candle for Bitcoin. But for the time being, you can see it based on what they have been saying is they think gold is still the hedge. Yeah? All right? We think Bitcoin is the hedge, but not in their eyes. Okay? So a lot of facilitating role. They're going to make a lot of money from fees. In terms of the narrative for stable coins, they're evolving from a tool native to crypto to a bridge. Rising market value now over 250 billion as of November 27. Wider use across payments. Genius Act established the first U.S. framework for payment stablecoins, placing them under regulatory oversight. Law bars issuers from paying interest, but a marketing rewards provision enables yield-like incentives that allows competition with bank deposits or money market funds, which, if it occurred at scale, could meaningfully affect how banks provide credit to the broader economy. The likely extent of such shifts is highly uncertain. But if that comes into play, boys, crypto will be an option in your bank. We don't have that yet in Hong Kong. If I were to allocate my money into my retirement fund, I would just plow it all into Bitcoin. It's automatic DCA. We don't have that option. And I think down that line, if they're thinking it's still highly uncertain for stablecoins to be a factor, what does that say about Bitcoin? Okay, so that's it for the news. Boys, pay attention. Tonight we're going to be live streaming as well. It's going to be a chill session. We're going to be covering the core price index. We'll just look at the charts. Let's see how the market reacts. We don't want to see anything above 0.2%. Come join Discord. We're growing aggressively. It's only been 4 days and we're already nearly 130, 140 people. Learn from some of the best here. We have Bybit champion Home Daddy. We have many big players also coming down the line. We've been talking to them. Big moves. So if you want VIP service as well, consider signing up for BingX. We have our referral link here in the sub channel. Go to VIP promotion. Sign up for BingX with our partner link. And if you want special VIP services, fill in this form. Okay? And tell us what you need. You want fee rebates? You want loss rebates? Who is talking about loss rebates here? Maybe, because that's actually what I want too, right? That would be so good as a scalper. Let us know, okay? Yeah, let me do the ad for Discord. Look at this shit. Whee! Front run Santa. Ooh, join discord.gg/box trading. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sexy. Why is the chat not popping? Hello? Oh, did it refresh again? Okay, there we go. All right, let's answer some questions. The note says we still ranging near my SNR zone. Yes, I saw. It's between, let's see, let's go to Discord. I think Note talked about it here in the trading lounge. SNR area for now. Yeah. Llama, did you watch last night's stream? It was hell of a big short. Hell of a big short. Man, we should be using order flow more often, especially in New York session. I'll break it down here. Rejection of the value area low here. We shorted here, stops here. So it looks like this. We wanted to target 89K because of the low volume node. This was the area where the least amount of money was exchanged, or least amount of transactions. And if markets fail to maintain balance in a range, it will seek to find balance elsewhere. And if you go down, of course, you have so many options, but usually it wants to retest the low volume node because there's orders being piled up there, which we did saw just above 89,300. There were a lot of orders resting at 90,000 all the way to 89,600. I think they're trying to front run the low volume node for the bounce and then go. But as of last night, yeah, the market seems like they're accepting that we're still, this area is still a fair price. You had another move to the downside, but it got absorbed really quickly. So 91 to 93,000 still holds as market balance, like it still holds as a range for market balance. Buyers and sellers are agreeing that this is a fair price for the time being. But I did say if we don't get the push up soon, we will see the nuke down towards 89,300 potentially, or even Tuesday's volume profile 86,000. Why? Because if there's no, it's very plain and simple. It's just buyers and sellers. Yes. So if there's no big buyers coming in, there's no demand. So sellers, the ones who are offering at these prices, they'll get impatient, and they see in the order book that it's thin, they'll just sell, because this area is already deemed as premium for them if they have picked up BTC all the way back down when it was at 80, all right, or even a long time ago. So it's just playing the moves. I'll clip the live stream from last night and I'll post it in Discord. It's a good learning opportunity to see how I identified Confluence in real time and then took the short. Nircho says, I'm going to post some chart indicator in the new YouTube channel. What name should I give as my channel? BetaBot, dude, that's so sick. Like, I saw BetaBot, I'm like, wow. That's one hell of a name. You stood out. More high news today, Dixie? Yes, tonight. Especially so because this data concerns inflation. And feds are scratching their head right now on whether to focus on labor market or whether to focus on inflation. A clear-cut scenario is if they see anything above the forecast of 0.2%. That's an issue. Which won't warrant for a rate cut. Okay. I don't know. SPF getting pardoned this week? Is he? There's even bets on Folly Market. Former FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried praises Trump's pardon of ex-Honduran president as he seeks clemency. Mr. President, please, can I also get some bread, sir? What are the bets on Poly Market? Released from custody in 2025. 4% chance. Laughably low. Oh, but there is a spike from 1.4 to 3.5%. I think off of that headline, potentially. 323k volume. Yeah. Do Kwon as well. Stable Kwon. Hey. Yes, sir. Nostalgia. Looking for shorts today? Let's see. Actually, it's already the start. Oh yeah. Let's go. Can we get a trade in? Let's clear up the lines. Let's get new context, new ranges. It's ranging, so it's perfect for reversals. This was last night, US session. Nearing towards market close. Market closes at 5 a.m. Hong Kong time, I think. So now it's just been ranging. Hourly candle. Need a new mouse. It's dying on me. Okay, wait. We have multiple open closes. Here. We'll look for long in these areas. I'll have the midpoint of that as my alert. We're coming towards it now, actually. Mouse, hello? Yes. And then we'll look for... because this was yesterday. Yeah. We'll look for shorts here. Plain and simple. Good range, actually. Okay, let's verify this now with volume. Please! Fucking mouse! Okay. Extend this one first. Yesterday's entire profile. And now we take today's profile. Where did money exchange hand the most? Wow, it's such a tight range too. Yes. validated. Plain and simple, actually. You see my triggers for long and short coincides with the volume profiles, value area low and value area high. 92,400, that's the value area high, which is here. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Value area low, 91,935. 91,935. Clean! Clean! Yes, yes, yes. Fuck you, Project Matrix. I know what you're talking about. Well, if Lunk can do it, Tia can do it. Maybe in like 10 years, bro. 10 years. Alternatively, an AI market crash next year can kill the bull market. Hate to say it, Ron, but single model dominating an AI is impossible. At the very least, it won't be all DeepSeek. The sushi man in me just says Jeet. But think about it, like, from an economic standpoint, there are natural monopolies. Fiber optic cables, there's natural monopolies. Trash hauling companies are natural monopolies because it's much more cost efficient for them to do so. But yeah, the counter argument is it's impossible because you need to have multiple companies competing against each other. But entering in this era, we're realizing that they're each other's biggest consumer and investors. So ultimately, I think to oversimplify this, what if they all merge into one company? It's the opposite of what happened with AT&T all the way in 1980, right? Before we had cell phones, AT&T was a telephone monopoly in the US. And I think the government then had to break up the monopoly, and AT&T became many different small firms that had to compete with each other. I think it's the same name, but they're like operating as a different firm, if that makes any sense. So it's the opposite of AT&T, where all of these big magnificent sevens will merge together to become one. What if that is the goal, right? Economic history. Using economic history as a reference now can be a bit tricky because AI completely changes the playing field. Still working on bringing Alpha YouTube channel back. We were nearly at 100k subs. Maybe, but it's not our priority anymore. What we want to do, our priority is to take care of you guys, because you guys have been sticking with us for 2 years already. And you guys mean a lot to me. You've been with us through thick and thin, highs and lows, and you're still there, and we're really touched, and we don't want to lose touch with you. We want to win with you. We want to learn together, right? Andrew Cameron, yesterday when we did the giveaway, he messaged me and said, Ron, you know, I've been watching you for years now, and it's amazing to see how much you have grown. You've started from doing airdrops and meme coins, and now you're in a whole new level doing macro and trading. And honestly, yes, right? Like, this year was amazing. I jokingly said, let's be Bybit number 1, but obviously I don't have the size to do that. But competing in the middleweight division, ending up in the top 3%, right? I was ranked 2,700 out of 87,000 people that were trading in the middleweight division. Didn't do anything fancy, but it goes to show you, if you have a trading system, even if it's not a high win rate, you will outwin, like you will outpace, you will beat the ones who are trying to rush making money. So remember, if you're new to trading, it's not about being right all the time. It's about learning from your mistakes. There you go. John Presto. I remember John Presto said he was going to get married, right? Having kids. Man, he's still here. Really means a lot to me when I saw your name. I saw the name and I was like, oh, I remember John Presto. He's the married guy. He's about to get married. That was a long time ago, man. That was nah, not really. No, that was Trump election 2024, I think. Yeah. Anita Cho, aka BetaBot, Beta Chart, Anita Max Win. Dude, go for that. Yeah. Anita Bot Win. Anita Bot Win. Yes, sir. We're gonna be going live during news, but it's just a casual, chill session. It's really fun, and if we see an opportunity to trade, we'll take it. Yesterday was begging for me to to trade. Like I was scratching the urge to trade, and I traded. I was like, fuck it, because it was so clear to me. At that time, the value area low was here. Yes. Market concluded, so the value area low was here because it ranged after market close. This was Australia session. But if you see multiple rejection at a key level, take the risk to short. It's very easy to do the analysis. The tricky part is where do you place your stops. You don't want it too wide because that lowers your risk to reward. But you don't also want to have it too tight, especially during New York session, because it can wick you out and then go towards your direction. And that's the part I'm still struggling with for even in my go-to entry model for reversals in Asia session, especially after October 10th when the Binance liquidation cascade happens. Market makers have a hole in their balance sheet, so they can't provide as much liquidity towards the order book. So any small moves can make a big move that has not been seen for a very long time. We've been winning pretty well live trading in September, but leading up towards October, you see that my trades are 50-50 now. This one really gave me big dopamine. I like it. We can do this. We'll figure it out. Why is Binance not in HK? Well, because Hong Kong government's like, fuck you. We can't tax you, so no. That's why they have the VASP licenses. Hashkey exchange. Very few exchanges in Hong Kong that have VASP licenses. And then only they can operate here in Hong Kong. Am I in predictions market? No, I don't play predictions market. But predictions market is definitely a good way to get social sentiment. I hear McDonald's in Japan is strong. Could be a sign. What does that mean? What does that mean? Could be a sign for what? Oh! Blackrock could have billions of BTC holding and no one would know, to be fair. Maybe, yeah, maybe. Because they usually do the opposite of what they say in the headlines. But remember, at the end of the day, it's just about fees for asset managers. So they don't care if... They don't care about BTC. They just care about the transactions. I pray all season until April. Let's see where we're at right now. CoinMarketCap puts us alt season at 21. Every time we come towards the highs, it's very short-lived. September, October. When will we have the 90-day alt season like in 2021? That's what I want to know. Do you buy Hong Kong shares? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Only money markets and US equities. Oh yes, let's go back to the charts. Can I get a yeah? Oh yeah? Is Randall J with us? No, he's not. Chris Alpha is here. My boy. Man, looking at these chat brings me back, dude. Brings me back. This is the new alpha drop now. Alright, let's look at flow. Why is the radius so small of the bubble? I set it at 4, but okay. Alright boys, I think we're gonna end here. Come tune in to tonight's live stream. I'll let you know if I'll take the trade. This might take a while. I'll post it on Discord, okay? I'll be on Discord. If you want to hop on the voice channel, DM me. Let's talk, okay? Come to the voice channel if you want to talk, chill. And yeah, I want to know, where are you guys from? What do you like to do? What TV shows do you like to watch? Alright. Alright, take good care of yourselves, boys. Rate this video. Apparently that's the YouTube algo now. You don't say like this video, you say rate this video. Subscribe to the channel. My name is Ron. Shana now.